What is going on, everybody? Sports expert here, and we are here with Week 4 NFL picks. It was a crazy Week 3. We got some games still going on, so before we get started, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell. Like the video. Comment what you think about the picks and where you'd go with your picks. So yeah, let's get started. All of that helps us in the algorithm and helps the community all together, as we're going to be posting lots of NFL videos this week. Sorry for the lack of content last week. Just wasn't really into it, but this week we'll be more active. So I appreciate everyone being here. Let's get started right now with Thursday Night Football, as we have the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Dolphins are on the road going into Cincinnati 3-0, and Cincinnati going back home at 1-2. And I'm going to say Cincinnati takes this one. I think they're going to give the Dolphins their first loss at home. Joe Burrow just settling in a bit. I think the more time the Cincinnati team's together with the additions they've made, I think they'll gel. And I feel like Joe Burrow's ready to, go off and begin the season at this point. And Miami, we'll see how Tua is, but he may not be 100% on a short week. Who knows what's going on there? I think the Bengals should have the advantage here. The Dolphins are going to be facing a much more upgraded secondary, as Buffalo had a ton of injuries back there. So give me the Bengals in this one. I think they'll just do enough more on offense to win this one. The Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Vikings travel to New Orleans, coming off that win versus the Lions, a comeback win. And the Saints are coming off a loss at Carolina. Give me the Vikings in this one, 31-19. I expect the Vikings to have a field day offensively. I'm just not too sold on the Saints right now. I think Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, guys like that, Irv Smith Jr., if he doesn't drop a ton of passes, will go off. And I guess Dalvin Cook, he got injured today, but I guess he is going to be active next week with a brace. So it sounds like he's going to be okay. That's huge for the Vikings. I just don't see the Saints holding up on this one. I don't know what to say, but I'm not too sure about Dennis Allen as a head coach. The Cleveland Browns at the Atlanta Falcons. The Browns are coming off a Thursday Night Football win at Pittsburgh, and the Falcons right now are in a battle with the Seahawks right now. So the Falcons at home definitely might be a popular upset pick, but give me Jacoby Brissett and the Browns in this one. I think Browns will run down their throats, just too tough to stop that. And the way Brissett's playing with this run game, I think the Browns will easily outscore Atlanta. I just don't know about Mariota. He seems to love to turn over the ball and does it every game. I just don't know where the consistency is with him. So give me the Browns in this one, 30-24. I think they'll do enough on defense and offense just to beat Atlanta. I think it'll be tight until the end, but give me the Browns. Washington Commanders at the Dallas Cowboys. The Commanders are coming off a blowout loss at home against the Eagles, and the Cowboys play Monday Night Football. Give me the Cowboys in this one, 22-16. I think Cooper Rush will do just enough to beat Carson Wentz-led Commanders. Carson Wentz is one of the bottom-tier quarterbacks in football. Just the Commanders aren't getting it done as a team fully. I think the Cowboys are just more talented and more well-coached. Is Ron Rivera on the hot seat? Maybe, maybe not. It's tough, but give me the Cowboys in this one. I think they'll just do enough. Don't have to explain it much. I just don't see much with the Commanders. They look ugly. The Seattle Seahawks at the Detroit Lions. You might be surprised when you see the score here, but this is probably one of my bolder picks of the week. As give me the Lions 37-14. Dan Campbell really choked the game today with his coaching. Lions could easily be 2-1, but they're 1-2. But I'm going to say they go to 2-2 here. Seahawks on the road, not too sure about Geno. The Lions, Jared Goff he's a fine bridge for them, and I just think they'll be the more aggressive team in the run game and the pass game. I just don't know where the Seahawks' heads are at, especially with the coaching staff and whether their talent level is. Give me the Lions in this one, 37-14. The Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. Titans are on the road here facing the Colts, coming off a home win versus the Raiders, and the Colts are coming off a big home win against the Chiefs. A bit of a letdown game here for the Colts. I'm going to say the Titans win on the road. Ryan Tannehill will do just enough. Some guys will step up like Traylon Burks, Robert Woods, the receiving corps will step up. I think a guy like Traylon Burks could have a big game here. I think he's really due to break out. Derrick Henry will be Derrick Henry. Him versus Jonathan Taylor will be very interesting to watch. But give me the Titans in this one. I think they'll play a better defensive game too. Was really impressed with what they did versus the Raiders with a solid amount of talent on offense. Missed Hunter Renfrow today, but still solid. I just think the Colts will fall short in this one. The Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Giants play Monday Night Football, and the Bears are coming off a nice home win versus the Texans. But give me the Giants in this one. Not too sold on the Bears, especially on the road. The Giants got, some easier games coming up, but I think the Giants will pull this one out here. I think the Giants are a better team, better defense, better coaching staff by a lot. I mean, Brian Dable has done a great job so far through a very small sample size. Eberflus has done okay, so I'm not going to get on him. So give me the Giants in this one. I think they'll win by 8. I think this is one of those games where the Giants just, maybe win by quite a bit, but then the Bears score some later. We'll see, though. Jaguars at Eagles. Jaguars aren't a terrible team. I think they're going to score more than people think in this game. I know the Eagles have that solid defense, but I could see this being a surprise shootout. Trevor Lawrence versus Jalen Hurts. Hurts, very mobile. He's looked very good for Philly. I'm going to say Philly does win this one and go to 4-0, 33-27. Jalen Hurts versus Trevor Lawrence, both very talented football players. I think Jalen Hurts will have the edge with his mobility, and he'll make the plays needed to win this game. But I think this will be a very competitive game. Don't be shocked if it is. New York Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jets coming off a home loss versus the Bengals, and the Steelers coming off a road loss versus the Browns. Two teams that aren't too great. This is not going to be a fun game, but I think the Steelers would just edge it out here. Not too sold on the Jets right now. Would not be shocked if the Jets pulled it off, but the Steelers at this point, looking for another win. Tomlin will let this team go down to 1-3. Just can't see it. Deontay Johnson, will probably have another big game, even though the score will be low. But I don't trust Flacco once again here. The Buffalo Bills at the Baltimore Ravens could be a very good game. Could be game of the week. Bills coming off a tough loss. They're going to be looking to win another one. They're going to be angry. The Ravens coming off a nice win on the road against the Patriots. Very close game until Mac Jones got hurt and threw a couple picks. Just some very poor decisions. That's the one thing about Mac Jones' decision-making, and that's what helped the Ravens win today. But I'm going to say the Ravens do not pull it out at home. I think the Bills will win. They'll carve up the Ravens' defense, a defense that got carved up by Tua and company. So give me the Bills here. Josh Allen's going to be furious. And Josh Allen did get an X-ray today, I guess, but I think he's okay. So, yeah. But give me the Bills in this one, 36-29. Chargers and Texans. Chargers are actually trailing Jacksonville right now at home, and the Texans are coming off a loss versus the Bears. I'm going to pick, this is my upset of the week. I'm going to go with the Texans at home. We don't know the condition of Justin Herbert 100%. He's not playing too bad, but not playing great. Davis Mills, he was able to take out New England last year, I believe, or it was a close game last year. I think maybe they just lost, but at the same time, I think the Texans, a home game, very well could be a trap game for the Chargers. Could see this one looking towards Cleveland the week after, so, a much tougher team, but give me the Texans in this one. I really like what I'm seeing from them. And maybe not, maybe I don't like what I'm seeing from them, but I like what they're trying to do over there. They don't look like a terrible team, and this is a game they can easily win with the Chargers potentially looking ahead at tougher opponents. So give me the Texans here, and with the Herbert condition, I don't know, man. I think Davis Mills has that killer instinct, but he's just got to be a bit better, Damian Pierce was a nice pick, so give me the Texans in this one. Cardinals at Panthers won't be that great of a game. The Cliff and Kyler experiment isn't incredible right now. Baker Mayfield for the Panthers doesn't look too great, obviously. So Cardinals down to the Rams right now. The Panthers coming off a nice win against the Saints. Give me the Cardinals on the road here, 28-16. I think Kyler will do just enough to overwhelm the Panthers' defensive line. And, I just don't trust Baker Mayfield right now. The Panthers are a really sus team with him under the center. And with Matt Rule coaching, just don't see it. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury isn't too great either, but I think the Cardinals just have more firepower there. Patriots at Packers. Patriots, who knows with Mac Jones right now? He's injured. The Packers, they're rolling, especially at Lambeau Field here. They should be able to beat the Patriots. I'm going to say a blowout 32-12. I don't see any issue with Rodgers and company winning this game. Aaron Jones should go off, absolutely. The Patriots, if you have any guys in fantasy there, I don't advise to play them, Jair Alexander did leave with a groin injury today, but I don't think the Packers are too concerned about that right now, especially in a game like this. Give me the Packers in this one. Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders 0-3 coming off a terrible loss versus the Titans, and the Broncos play Sunday night. I just don't know with Nathaniel Hackett, man. Him and Josh McDaniels have had really tough starts to their coaching their debut years of coaching. But I'm going to say the Raiders finally get their first win at Allegiant Stadium. Derek Carr will throw a couple touchdowns in the second half. That'll get him the win. I think Devontae Adams will need to come up big in this game. That he's got to get the ball more to Devontae. That's his guy. I really don't know why he hasn't been. And Derek Carr has been really mid this year. So, but, Josh McDaniels hasn't helped the cause. The Broncos, I don't know, Nathaniel Hackett. They're letting Russ cook. I don't know, man. Is Russ really kind of washed? Might be. But at the same time, he's still got the talent. I think the Raiders are going to edge him out here. I don't know, man. This could go either way. Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chiefs coming off that terrible loss versus the Colts, yeah. Just reading, Dalvin Cook dislocated his shoulder, but he's going to be okay. The Bucs coming off, they're down big to Green Bay at home. Just don't have receivers, but they're going to get Mike Evans back. Chris Godwin might be out, though, but they're going to get Evans back. Julio might be back. He was a game-time decision until the end there. Cole Beasley will be more, adapted to the offense. So I'm going to say the Bucs win here. There are issues with Tom Brady and his his marital issues or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to say he pulls this one out here in a high-scoring game. And it's not like Brady's playing bad today. It's just can't move the ball down the field. So being a bit conservative, though. But give me the Bucs in this one. Chiefs struggled in the first few games last year. I would not be surprised if that was the case this year. And on Monday Night Football, Rams at 49ers. They seem to play a Monday Night Football every other year. So Rams, 49ers. We don't know what the 49ers yet. They do play tonight with Jimmy G under center. I'm going to say the Rams win this one 27-19. And, Matthew Stafford will do enough. He's got Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson. That team, solid team. But, 49ers not too bad of a team either. I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers played a defensive clinic and ended up winning this game. But I'm going to say the Rams have the upper hand here, just a level above the 49ers. Stafford versus Garoppolo. I'm just going to pick Stafford in that one. Couldn't make a pick change if there's anything going on, but give me the Rams. Appreciate everyone being here. Sports Expert here. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Once again, post notifications, please. Hit the like button. Comment what you think. I'm out, guys. Sports Expert here. Power rankings should be out soon. Hit the notifications for those. Peace.